this is your first class of Introduction to Data Warehousing. So, obviously, before going to the data warehousing, you should have the knowledge of database management system and you should know what is data. Data is basically the information that is we want to store. The information that is relevant for a particular organization for which the database management system is made. So whenever we come to the database, so now we know what is data. Data is the relevant or useful information for a particular organization. That means the organization wants to store that information. Now come to the database. So whenever we are going to store useful information, whenever we are talking about a organization, obviously that organization can have a huge amount of useful information. So that useful information we are storing, but it is no use if we cannot retrieve that information whenever we require. So the useful information must be stored in a organized manner. So database is basically the collection of data which is stored in a organized manner. And database management system is basically the system by which we can manage the database. Manage means we can create the database, we can manipulate the database, we can store that database, and we can do whatever we want to do with that database. That is basically database management system. Now come to data warehouse. We know what is the meaning of warehouse. Warehouse means where we are going to store everything about a specific thing. So data warehouse means wherever we are going to store all data. All data, and again when we are going to store all data, this all data is not actually the all data. The data, all data that is actually related to a particular cause, related to a particular organization. So this is basically data warehouse. Now in today's scenarios, basically everywhere we have data. Why? Because now every organization is maintain their separate database management system. So that database management system every day give a report. That is the report of their day-to-day transaction. And that report generate a huge amount of data. That huge amount of data is basically going to be stored in the organization's periphery. So obviously now everywhere we can say a huge amount of data. Every day we are producing a huge amount of data. Whenever we are in a social networking site, we are producing data. Whenever we are doing any online activity, we are producing data with online shopping, with online ticket booking, with everything. So every day we are producing a huge amount of data. So what is the result of that? Because whatever we are producing, that is basically scattered over the network. We cannot find the data that we actually need. And basically we are going to create data in many versions. So which version is actually required? There is no pointer to that. And Because of that, whatever data I required at that time, I cannot get that. For getting that data, we required an expert. That expert is going to get the data for me. And another thing, if I able to find the data we cannot understand, because it is a huge amount of data and it is very poorly documented. It is not documented in that manner what is required. So again, we can have the data, maybe the data is available for me, but this available data is very poorly documented. So we cannot understand whatever data I find. And another thing is what? Because maybe the result, whatever I want, it is not found. So the result are unexpected. The results are unexpected. And whatever data form we required, the data required in whatever form, maybe it is not found in that form only. So data need to be transformed from one form to another again. It is not only one data is sufficient for my information, and maybe it is not satisfying my need. So in that case, data must be transformed from one source to another source. So though we have data everywhere, yet we cannot get whatever data I required, because it is not present in the well documented manner. It is not present in the place wherever I can access, and it is not in that form, in which form I required. Okay, so for this reason, we required a data warehouse. Now, what is a data warehouse? Basically, data warehouse have many definition. So I have tried to define, not actually there is a person, that is Barry Devlin. They have defined data warehouse in this form. That is a single, complete and consistent store of data obtained from a variety of different sources, made available to end users in what they can understand and use in a business context. So basically, we required what? A single, complete and consistent store. In the storage must be complete, and it is only one single point. So from that storage, we can gather the data and we can obtain the data. And it may be possible that storage have gathered the data from multiple sources. So you can see the different sources of data. It can be possible, the different sources of data. So that different sources of data can be there, and that different sources of data is going to collect that data. That is basically data warehouse is going to collect that data for me, and and it is going to store in a single, complete and consistent storage. Obviously, it should be available for the end user, that is me, who is want to access that data. And the it should be stored in such a way that the user can understand and use that data, obviously for their business context. That whenever data warehouse is made, it is made for a sole reason, for a sole business purpose. So obviously business is a very important thing whenever we are discussing about the data warehouse. So if we compare with the OLTP, now what is OLTP? That is online transaction processor. So if we compare this data warehouse with the OLTP, then it is basically OLTP is basically what? The operational system is used to deal with the everyday running of one aspect of an enterprise. So OLTP is basically that DBMS that we have used. we have used, and this is used in every organization in today's scenario. So every day they are going to produce an OLTP report. So this is obviously built for one aspect of the enterprise. So OLTP system is not basically the data warehouse. It is not the same. So OLTP system are usually designed independently of each other, and it is difficult for them to share information, because in data warehouse we are collecting data from multiple sources. It is a integrated from, but OLTP system is basically for that particular organization or for particular one purpose only. So it is not possible to collect data in an integrated manner from that OLTP system. Okay, so data warehouse is not a OLTP system. So this is basically a brief diagram of data warehouse. You can see here we have multiple sources of data. It may be an operational database, multiple operational database can be there. From flat file also you can have some information, and from all these sources these informations are going to store in the data warehouse. You can see in data warehouse you can have metadata, that is data about data. You have raw data also. You can have data for mining purpose. We are going to discuss mining later, and this is the summary data. And now you can see what are the user of the data warehouse. Business intelligent user, that is the BI user, can access the data warehouse for their reporting purpose. Analyzer can access the data for their analysis purpose, and the miner can going to access the data for mining. So reporting, analysis, mining, these are the output of the data warehouse. So these are the input and these are the output. So now the question comes, why do we need a data warehouse? In data warehouse, we have a consolidation of information resources. Before that, the resources are not in a consolidated form. The resources are in a scattered form. So in data warehouse, we have the information in a consolidated form. So with the help of data warehouse, we can have a consolidation of information resource. You can see in the previous picture, we are going to have data from different sources and now made a consolidation dated form of data. It can be possible. So for that, we require data warehouse. Improved query performance. Because the data is stored in only one consolidation form, we don't require any join. We don't require any join. It is not collecting from multiple sources. So obviously the query performance is improved. Separate research and decision support functions from the operational systems. It can be possible. Then the foundation for it is actually used as a foundation for data mining, data visualization, advanced reporting, and OLAP tools. Now what is OLAP? OLAP is online analytical processing. So data warehouse can be used for a foundation for data mining, data visualization, advanced reporting, and OLAP tools. Now, you can see if you want to see the future, what are the way you can have? You can go to a wizard and you can ask this question. Which are our lowest or highest margin customer? Okay, This is a very, very relevant question for any business person. Who are my customers and what products are they buying? Which customers are most likely to go to the competition? What impact will now new product services have on revenue and margins? What is the most effective distribution channel? What product promotions have the biggest impact of review? So these are maybe the possible question of the mind of a business person or of the mind of any organization when they want to expand their business. Okay, because in today's scenario, only making a quality product is not enough. There is a competition between all organization. So if you want to stand in that organization, you have to able to read the customer's mind. So whenever you have to able to read the customer's mind, then obviously you should able to give the question answer of this question, and you should find a way. You cannot actually go to the wizard, and you cannot actually ask to wizard all these questions. You should have a solution. That solution is basically the data warehouse. Okay, so because for answering of all these questions, we required a data warehouse. So basically, again, we have the same thing, same question in our mind. What is a data warehouse used for? For which purpose we are going to build a data warehouse? The first thing is knowledge discovery. Knowledge, that means we can get gathering some from our report. So obviously, if we are going to make a consolidation, we require to make a consolidated report whenever we want to discover some knowledge from the data. And obviously, we need to find a relationship and correlation between the data whenever we want to extract some knowledge. Firstly, we need to make a consolidation form of the report, because information is gathered from multiple sources. We have to consolidate it. Whenever we are trying to consolidate it, obviously we are going to find some relationship in between the data that we are going to gather. And after that, we need to apply some mining algorithm. We need to apply some mining algorithm by which we can extract some knowledge from the gathered information. For example, whenever maybe some bank wants to identify the credit risk, so bank have to collect the information about that customer, okay, and then make a report in the consolidate form, and then make a relationship between them, and then they can identify using some mining technology some credit risk. Maybe insurance company also going to searching for the fraud, medical researches, okay, in all these cases the data is gathered and it will make a consolidated form of data. Okay, now the question comes, how do the data warehouses differ from operational system? First, the objective. Whenever we are going to make a operating system, database management system, then basically it will database management system is actually built for some purpose. Data warehouse is going to build some other purpose. So goals are different, structure is different, size have different, performance optimization is also different, and technology is also different. You can see the comparison. Data warehouse is subject oriented. I have told that whenever we are going to build a data warehouse, it is built for a particular cause. The cause is basically the subject of that data. So whenever we are going to build that data, it is basically built for a particular subject. But DBMS is transactional oriented. Whenever we are perform some transaction, then something happen in the operational database. Okay. Data warehouse is very large in size. It is basically because it is a consolidation of the all information in a relevant topic, all data in a relevant topic. So maybe the size go to hundreds of GB up to several TB also. Okay, but operational system size is small compared to data warehouse. Maybe it is MB up to several GB. Now in data warehouse, we are going to store historic data because we are not going to store the current data. Current data is stored in operational system. Whenever we are performing something, that data is stored. Now that performation is done, the current state is gone. Now it becomes what? The history. Whenever we are going to stop our execution, now the execution is going to become an history, and that data is going to store in the data warehouse. So obviously it is going to store the historic data. In data warehouse, we are generally have denormalized table structure because we are going to make a consolidate data. So it is better to store every information in a single table. But you know, in the operational system, there is normalized, we have normalized table. In data warehouse, update is done very rarely, so because it is batch updates. In operational system, it is a continuous process of update. It is not a batch update because every time whenever we are updating, whenever a transaction at perform executed, some updation is built. So updation is a very continuous thing, a very natural thing for operational system. But after all this updation, when the data is produced, then it is going to store in the data warehouse. So updation is very rarely done in data warehouse. Whenever we are going to store anything else, then only the updation is built. Okay. Now, usually we have very complex query in data warehouse, but if we compare with the data warehouse in operational system, we have simple to complex query. Okay, so dear student, in this lecture, we have covered what is data warehouse, why we require data warehouse, and we have made a little bit comparison between the data warehouse and operational system. Okay, so I think this is you all have understand this introductory class of data warehouse. Thank you.